first, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello everyone, this is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Dibbler. As always, thanks for joining us. But you know, if you watch our show frequently, you know on Thursdays at 1:30 p.m. we are joined by this guy right here, Eric Goranson from Around the House Northwest. Eric, always good to have you on here.
Good to see you, brother.
We always learn something every time you're in here. You've got advice, you've got different tips and tricks. And this one, I feel like you don't have to own a home to be utilizing this. You don't have to be fixing up anything. Last minute Father's Day gifts. It's this Sunday, in case you didn't forget.
Yeah, don't forget for dear old dad, that's for sure, right?
Yeah, but it does always come down to that, and I feel like this is something, you know, I hear a lot of people talk about. It's just like, what do I get?
Well, you know, and there's some chances to get stuff now, especially with like Amazon and things like that you can get like later in the day or next day. It's not that, oh, I can't get it across the country in time. So there's a few more opportunities than we had a few years ago.
Right.
But one of the things that I start talking about for dear old dad is if you've got power tools, take a peek in the garage if you're thinking about power tools and see what brand he has.
Ah, that's a good idea.
Or if you've got mom that's playing dad, that's really handy too. Same thing. You're getting a Father's Day thing there. Same thing. Go ahead and take a look because you want to stay on that same platform.
Yeah.
There's no reason to have another different battery, another charger, you know, all that stuff. So if they're a DeWalt or a Milwaukee, a Ryobi or a Craftsman,
whatever it is,
stay on that. It's just going to be so much easier because they probably already have the batteries, which means that's going to save you some serious money. You can just get a tool only and use the rest of that. And many times the battery is more expensive than the tool itself.
Yeah, and add on to their collection of whatever power tools they have that, you know, will work. So that's a good idea.
And one of my and if there are no power tools and you're like, hey, we're starting from scratch, one of my favorites here, and this is a really good deal. This is something that's really super cool. I don't have Craftsman at home, but this is a great one right here. 69 bucks on Amazon, and you can have it like next day. So if you want to start out, it's a 20 volt, you know, variable speed drill. It's a great buy at 69 bucks, and it comes with the battery.
Nice.
What's funny is if you go to buy these online or for two of them at the same time, it's almost twice as much by the time you buy the battery and the drill. So it's just, they're trying to get you into that platform like I talked about.
Yeah.
But it's a good entry for somebody that doesn't have any tools. You know, hey, let's start getting some of those things collected. Not a bad brand. You know, Craftsman's been around, and what's funny is they're owned by Stanley Black & Decker, which means a lot of the same parts in here are the same that's in DeWalt. Actually, it's going to be DeWalt and Porter Cable are all kind of the same with that, including Black & Decker.
Interesting.
All the same brand, all the same company. They've got just different, you know, parts and pieces, but they're always a little bit different. They don't interchange.
Okay.
But a lot inside the parts are going to be very similar, if not exactly the same.
Okay.
So that's what's cool.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, right here we got that one. So you said
69 bucks. Amazon. You can get it really quick. So that's a good starter set right there to work with. Now for that experienced DIY person, Recon came out with a smart tape measure. And this thing, it seems heavy. It seems it's not. What's cool is it has a laser. So when I go to measure something here, if I'm measuring, I can sit here and measure right to the line. I'm not trying to eyeball the line of where is that line.
What I'm always trying to do.
And then what's cool is it gives you on a readout on the scale here too. So I can go on here and it'll say.
It gives you exactly what it is?
Yeah. And then what's cool is it saves it on the side and the handle for you over here. So if I click that, it'll save it over on the side right here. And there it is. And I can actually put that on the app as well.
Whoa.
So instead of me trying to remember those dimensions, it's super cool. I can sit there and do that, and it all saves it right there. And even when I turn it off, because it's almost like your Kindle, it stays on the side there the way that works.
So it's, so you can have it off and go right to there.
Yeah, I can turn this whole thing off, turn it completely off, put it back, and then I can go to my saw and make my cuts.
Wow. I kind of want that for myself.
You can get that on Amazon too. It's pretty cool. They're a little more expensive. You know, it's 100 and something bucks on there, but pretty expensive.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool one, and you're not taking notes. You don't have to write down all of those things when you're cutting boards.
Yeah.
You can just set it on there, or you can put it into an app, or you can actually even put it onto different stuff there. So it's really cool. So the next thing here, this is for your contractor Father's Day here. This is made by Stiletto Tools. Now this is titanium. This is what they call their bomber framing square. So this is something that's got a level. It's got about 60 different things you can do on this. But it is super light, super durable. This is that thing that you buy once and you can hand it down generations. It is that durable.
That durable.
And it's that light. I mean, it's like,
yeah, that's incredible. As
feels
much
like
as
it's
you would
plastic.
think when you look at this, yeah, you think it's going to be really heavy. It is not at all.
black anodized, and it's just clean.
Yeah.
Just clean. And so what this will do is it lets you figure out all the angles, if you're doing stairs, if you're trying to figure out roof rafters, all those different things. It works out really well for that. So that is a cool one. Stiletto tools, the only thing with this is you're gonna have to go to your specialty tool retailer to get it.
Okay.
Because if you have to go on Amazon doesn't have them, but if you order it, because it's more of a high-end specialty tool, you're gonna have to go into your typical type of place that has your tools. Like there's a lot of different tool companies around here. If you go into any one of those construction companies and some better lumber yards, they'll have this on the shelf.
Nice.
But made by Stiletto, that is their bomber, which
Nice.
looks like a bomber. I get it.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Now I get it.
That's where they get it from.
It took me a minute.
So the next one here is kind of cool. This is comfortable safety glasses. Now, I-Form is known out there for building like tactical stuff for military contractors, that kind of stuff, police, all those kind of things, but they make great protective eyewear for when you're working around the shop. So they make tinted ones, they make clear ones. They're super comfortable, light, and super durable. And so for about 20 bucks a pair, you can get something that's gonna last a long time, and it's gonna protect those eyes, which is, safety glasses is that first thing you should be wearing when you're out in the shop.
Yes.
So
for anything. Yeah.
yeah, that's a super important one. I love these guys. They're just super comfortable, and again, super light.
Oh yeah, really light.
See, there you go.
And now I'm safe.
Now you're safe,
For
right
myself,
there.
as
You're
you
good to
say,
go.
The biggest enemy, but yeah, yeah.
Protect those eyes in the shop.
Yeah, for
So that's
20
another
bucks,
one.
That's a
20
really
bucks.
Good, that's a great one to add in there.
Now these you can get at Lowe's. This is cool stuff. It's stuff I use. Duke Cannon. So it's just men's care stuff. This is the Buffalo Trace, the bourbon soap that they have. So it smells like whiskey. Pretty cool. Duke Cannon. They've got that. They've got the Beard Balm, which is awesome. And of course, they've got a solid cologne too.
Solid cologne.
Yeah. So kind of has that whiskey smell, kind of that
Oh yeah.
whiskey and smoke kind of smell to it. But super cool stuff. You can get this stuff at Lowe's, so it's right on the shelf there. You can walk into your
Yeah.
home improvement store and grab it right there.
So something easy to grab. I mean, last minute.
Last minute,
Yeah.
right off the shelf,
Throwing
sitting
all-
right
throwing all
there.
that stuff.
And it's good quality stuff. I mean, they can make everything from the body wash to all that different
Yeah.
stuff, and it's high quality stuff, so it's good.
Yeah, I've had some of their hair stuff before actually. Yeah.
Yeah, works really good
Yeah.
and inexpensive too. It's not a high priced product.
Right. Yeah. These are all really good ideas. Like,
You know,
for
there's-
the last minute.
Yeah, it's hard finding last minute stuff, but and
Yeah.
this is the one thing we're going to be. We'll transition into what we're talking to this weekend. We
Yeah.
do some tests on drills this weekend.
Really?
So I wanted to see what was the best drill for under $100 for a drill driver set. So I literally jumped on Amazon and went, okay, let's pick 3, and then we put them through the test head to head to see how they do. So we sat there and I took a 1-inch spade bit and drilled down into wood 1 inch to see if it would do it.
Yeah.
Some would, some wouldn't,
That's good.
which
to
is
know.
cool. I had a 7-inch big timber screw to put in, and 2 out of the 3 did it. 1 didn't.
Good.
So that kind of stuff. So we went through and really tested them to see which one worked. One of them right off the bat, I mean, you're under $100, so you have kind of
Right.
low expectations for some of these. One of them, the first time I hit the trigger, I'm like, that smells like smoke. Right out the bat before we even tested it. I was like,
It was
ooh,
already smoking?
it smelled that, that kind of burning plastic smell. Wasn't awesome.
That's not good.
So that one's going back. That was like, oof, rough.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's great. So that's one segment that we'll have.
Yeah, that's one segment we got coming on.
I know you don't want to give away everything.
Don't want to give away everything, but that was a fun one. We're going to be talking tile, so we're going to be showing you the new tech way to lay floor tile. So
Okay.
there's a lot of new things out there. People used to put down concrete board, and then they'd put their they put their mortar or mastic stuff over the top of that and keep going. Well, now concrete board's kind of out. There's other membranes and stuff that you put down first that actually will release it. Because here's what happens with tile, and this is the thing that people miss the most, is they have that plywood down, they put the concrete board down. Well, that wood is expanding and contracting.
Yeah.
It's moving. And so having that membrane in between there that allows that to move is really key, so you don't pop tiles.
Yeah. Pop the tile or crack it or something.
Exactly.
Like that, yeah.
So having that release in there to let that move, but still give it the right support on top. So we dive into that. That's a fun one right there. And then we've got so many more things. We test a couple. We test a little mini chainsaw that's really fun.
Oh, that sounds.
So that's what tested. So it's one of those. It's pretty cool for doing. For knocking down the brush going in your recycle bin, for instance. It's a little tiny. It's about a 4-inch blade on it. But that one we put through the test, as well as a adapter. So what you do is you basically put it on the end of the drill, and it turns into a reciprocating saw.
Oh.
And
cool.
just because it turns and it does this, So I'll let you figure out which one of those two didn't pass the test, but
All right.
we have one 5-star, one 1-star, so you'll have to figure out which one goes where.
All right, and that's all part of watching Around the House Northwest. And then there's a million other segments too, but
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know.
we do have one great interview. This is a cool new one that's going to get all you lawn care people out there. So it's a company out there, Trimix.
Okay.
And what they do is they make you have your regular lawnmower, whatever brand you own, and this actually mounts to the side of the wheels on the axles, and it's a string trimmer. So as you push your lawnmower around, you can hit the button and string trim around the yard. So it'll actually trim and cut the lawn at the same time using your existing lawnmower.
That's really cool. That's
So
something that you can just add on.
you just add on to whatever lawnmower you have out there, whatever that push lawnmower is out there. It basically replaces where the the bolts are in the wheels. So you can still adjust the lawnmower to the different heights. Doesn't move with that, and then you can adjust that however you want to. But there's a battery pack and a thumb trigger that mounts up on the handle, so you can be going along the driveway. And here's the other part that's super cool for edging. You can sit there and take it and swivel it and make it into a nice edger. So now that you've got the 4 wheels, instead of trying to hold your arms straight with the weed eater, you can now use that like an edger. And now you've got 4 wheels to make it so much easier. And it just mounts on the side of your existing lawnmower.
Love it. Love it.
So that's
All
a cool one.
And that's again just part of this week's episode. So,
Exactly.
how and where and when can people watch?
So last Saturday we got the Grand Floral Parade, which was awesome. We got preempted on that because we had to run that, which was awesome. That was cool. So anyway, if you missed Saturday's show, you can catch it tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Fox 12 Plus, and then Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Of course, the brand new show, as well as 6 o'clock, and then the following Friday.
Perfect. So plenty of opportunities there, and a lot of the segments too at KPTV.com or the Fox 12 YouTube channel. So
yeah, we've got like 420 videos over there on YouTube, so we got a ton.
a lot of things to check out on there. Well, Eric, thank you as always.
Thanks, brother.
Great gift ideas, and everybody out there, feel free to share this too, because you probably know somebody who has not thought about this yet, and these are some good tips on that, good things to check out. And this is Fox 12 Now. If it's your first time watching, thank you. Appreciate that. And you can check us out at kptv.com too, or on the Fox 12 YouTube channel, or the app as well. Another great place to watch this show. And if there's breaking news throughout the afternoon, we'll be back with that as well. So anytime between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m., this is where to go. But check out all of our other segments. And we'll sign off for now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.